What can I say about one of the nicest and most influential people I ever met? It's easy. Sidney Poitier was the nicest and most influential person I ever met. I'd grown up watching his rise to prominence as he became Hollywood's first black leading man and star. He also was the first black man to get an Academy Award Best Actor nomination for The Defiant Ones in 1958. Then, he became the first black actor to win that award for Lilies of the Field in 1962. Sure, he's an icon, raised in the Bahamas with no plumbing, no electricity, and very little education. Sidney Poitier overcame all obstacles to become a role model and an inspiration for thousands, hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. Because my wife Laura was Sidney's business manager, I got to meet, become friends, and actually hang out with Sidney. Everything you would want and expect from this passionate and loving man was out front and on display. He was always charming, friendly, engaging, and interested in so many things. Plus, he always looked so damn fine. Whether in a tux or dressed casually, he was the best-looking, best-dressed man in the room. Perfect, you might say. How about never having to cut his hair because it never grew past a certain length? The tips of his hair would break off, disappear, so he was always well-groomed. He was funny, too. His roaring, hearty laughter filled the room. At his 80th birthday celebration, a private party given by Oprah Winfrey and his old friend Quincy Jones, Jamie Foxx took a wireless microphone and entertained Sidney with an improvised song and roving comedy routine in a stunning tribute to the man who had influenced so many. Above the applause and laughter, I could hear Sidney's infectious roar of laughter. He was loving every minute of it. And we've loved every minute of his performances and his friendship and his presence. We've put together a chronological compilation of many trailers from his films. They're going to bring back some nice memories for you and Sidney. We will never forget you.
What is it, Dr. Brooks?
This man has stolen a scalpel. He's got it hidden on him. I want him searched.
Hand it over, Biddle.
I ain't got it, Doc.
Are you sure there's one missing?
I checked out 3, Dr. Wharton. We've only found 2.
He's had every opportunity to take it. Miss Blake and I had our backs to him most of the time. The scalpels were lying right here on the instrument table. And all he had to do was...
I got a past I'd like to forget. But I can't get away from it. Any more than you can get away from what you are. Got it!
Let's move in on a close shot here.
Oh, Roll, could you hold it a few minutes? I see we have some visitors.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
You are with us on stage 22 at Warner Brothers Studio in Burbank, California. Miss Yvonne DiCarlo and I have just played a scene from Band of Angels. Robert Penn Warren's bestseller. A story of colorful old New Orleans in the Deep South.
So you joined that band of angels.
Excuse me, Raru, if I don't shy too easily. White soldiers are on their way here to get you right now, but I wanted the satisfaction of taking you in. Put those on.
Band of Angels. I think you'll like it.
Paris Blues. Come to Paris, the city that was made for love, and meet its young lovers.
Continuez. Continuez.
But I love you. I love you.
Getting everybody involved. You've been making a lot of mischief around here.
What's the matter?
Now she's really after me.
But the chapel's almost finished.
Oh, no. She's just beginning. Next you want a school, and then it's a hospital, and only God knows, and she, what comes next.
Ships. Seldom has the screen seen such an avalanche of excitement. Starring Richard Widmark as the Viking leader in search of the Golden Bell. Sidney Poitier as the all-powerful Moorish sheikh.
I can see now that you possibly are the daughter of a king.
Touch me and my father will burn your city to the ground.
No prize was more treasured, more blood-stained than the Bell of Byzantium that held half the gold in all the world in one piece.
For the last day, Grossman. Where is the bell?
I don't know.
Perhaps 100 lashes will give you an idea.
Bedford can inflict more damage in 10 minutes than the entire United States Navy caused in World War II.
The USS Bedford, Captain Finlander in command, war hero, naval expert, God on the bridge.
I'm proud to be an old-fashioned patriot, and I'd destroy any enemy if it meant saving my country. Now, what in the hell is wrong with that?
But how far would you go to destroy that enemy?
All the way.
Munsford, the correspondent who had covered all kinds of stories, but none like this.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Your story?
No, off the record, for me. For instance, what is going on?
Fighting men ready to bleed and die, but who first want to know who hides behind the mask of command.
McAllister said you wanted to kill me. I'd rather get it over with now if the thought's still in your mind.
I said let her go.
You stay out of this, Kohler.
Just a little baby.
You keep your mouth shut, I'll split!
Pick it up.
Be careful, Grange.
I told you to pick it up.
You got another one in your holster, use that one.
skulls caved in. Could have been a hitchhiker.
Okay.
Look in her purse. She's got $100 to pay for an abortion.
Starring Academy Award winner Spencer Tracy, Academy Award winner Sidney Poitier, Academy Award winner Katharine Hepburn. Introducing Katherine Houghton. 3 Academy Award winners and a bright young newcomer combine their talents in a love story of today.
Meg?
Yeah?
These kids are a special breed.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Dare?
Yeah.
Young and wild.
Potter?
Not quite adults.
Potter?
Yeah. They're as in as Carnaby Street, as hard as the streets of London. As touching as a 16-year-old who knows all the answers.
You're not in trouble, are you?
No, sir. Nowadays, that's only for fools, isn't it?
Sidney Poitier, in a role worthy of his Academy Award-winning talents, as the teacher who joins battle with the wildest set of rebels London ever produced.
Sorry. It's Slim. I think he fancies her. I know you do.
Pamela Dare has quite a crush on you.
Women say the damnedest things.
I think he's nice.
And introducing Lulu, one of England's favorite pop singers.
Look at me. I am a lady, I am.
Now in her first film as one of the bright, hip youngsters. To Serve with Love is a special kind of motion picture, striking at the heart of what it means to be young.
Blessings on this house. I am the Reverend Willis Oakes Rutherford of the High and Low Order of the Holiness Persuasion Church.
Will you get him out of my house? I got my reputation to think of.
Humbug.
Here we go.
2 guys with a little good luck.
All right, freeze.
And a lot of bad.
$50,000.
Money, honey.
What's wrong?
The lottery ticket.
Is in your wallet that was stolen at Zenobia's? Well, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna find that wallet, Wardell.
Billy and Clyde,
Just a couple of ordinary guys doing their part for a good cause.
I'm a milkman. You're a factory worker. We don't look like nobody who come up with no $20,000.
We gonna look like we got $1 million. Uncle Slade from New York, huh?
That's right. Biggie Smalls.
You wanna see me? Yeah, I wanna see you. About what? My name is Mongo Slade. I'm from out of New York City, and me and my boys want to make a bet. But you.
10 grand.
Count it.
No need.
But it ain't what they do. It's how they're doing it. Warner Brothers and First Artists present Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby in Let's Do It Again.
Let's do it again.
I hereby sentence you to serve 125 years.
Have you got the right case?
Columbia Pictures presents Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
I have my head overhauled for listening to you.
Together again in Stir Crazy.
I can't feel nothing in my leg.
One's a little too good.
That's Grossberger, the biggest mass murder in the history of the Southwest.
Nobody has ever just sat down and honestly talked with that man. Hello.
One's not quite bad enough.
They got this Korean doctor just set foot in this country. Make sure you don't get him.
That's right.
He's the one made the mistake on me.
Korean, right?
How do you go?
That's the cat did me.
Could you actually become involved, romantically, with a prisoner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Excuse me, will you? I'll come with you. Oh,
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor in Stir Crazy. Only these two guys could dress up like woodpeckers and get framed for robbing a bank. Stir Crazy.
That's right, we're bad.
Imagine all the possibilities if the whole world was just like me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here. Your invitation lifted my spirits because I am closer than you would imagine to the cowboy world. First movie I ever saw in my life was a cowboy movie. And I was 10 and a half years old when that happened. It took so long because I grew up on an island where there were no movies. When I traveled to Nassau, which had movies, I was there 2 or 3 days. I made quite a few friends. And my newfound friend said one day to me, we're going to go to a matinee. Would you like to come along? I said, yes. I didn't know what the word matinee meant. But I was afraid to show my ignorance, so I didn't ask. I followed them. We walked toward the place where there was a building, and they went up. They said they were going to treat me, and they bought some little tickets. And we went into this building, and there were nothing but a lot of seats. And I wondered what was going to happen. Finally, the lights went down, and the curtain parted,
and there was what appeared to be a sheet, white sheet. And suddenly, over our heads, writing came in light form onto the sheet. I didn't have much of an education, so I couldn't read everything that came up, but I knew there were names. After a moment, I saw people. White people. Needless to say, I was fascinated. Then I saw cows. And the first thing that entered my mind was, how could they get all those cows and those white people in this small building? I watched the activity, and after a while, there were some brown people up on a hill. But before we get to the hill, I was preoccupied with how they got the hill into this small building. Then a fight broke out between the white people and the brown people. The brown people had bow and arrows. The white people had guns. And they did shoot up each other. That was my introduction to motion pictures. Anyway, needless to say, at the end of the movie, on the way home, I still couldn't figure it out. So I told my friends to go ahead, I'll catch up with them. So I went back and I went around to the back of the theater. I am telling you the absolute truth. There was a door. It was closed. I stood by that door for hours, waiting for the white people and the brown people and the cows to come out.